Hey, what's up everybody? Daniel from Good Coffee Vibes. Today I'm gonna run you through a very easy Chemex recipe. If you're new to this channel, we love all things coffee here, and we especially focus on helping you brew better coffee at home. If that's something you're interested in, I would highly consider subscribing. Now for today's video, I'm gonna be walking you guys through a really quick Chemex recipe that you can do with either a 14:1, a 15:1, or a 16:1 ratio. If you don't know what that is, don't worry, we're gonna get into it. So let's go. All right, everybody, for this brewing process, you're gonna need a scale. You're gonna need a Chemex. All right, let's get that out of the way. And you're gonna need Chemex filters. After you have all those basic tools in place, you are gonna need 30 grams of medium coarse ground coffee and a hot water kettle. Chemex filters can be a bit quirky at first, but you'll get the hang of it. It's basically one large sheet of paper that's folded into a funnel. The three-sided portion of the filter always goes on the front part of the Chemex covering the spout. Okay, now it's time to grind some coffee. Man, I love the smell of ground coffee beans. Hit that like button if you do too. Once you grind your beans, make sure you put them in evenly into your Chemex. All right, now it's time to pour. You're gonna start pouring 100 grams of hot water first. This is called blooming the coffee, and you're gonna do your pour, as you can see here, in small circular motions. Make sure you're watching the scale and stop right at about 100 grams. I'm gonna fold the filter here, and the reason you can fold this filter is because it's completely wet. One of the things that I didn't show you is that you always wet the filter first completely before you actually put all your coffee grinds in. I like to fold it because I feel like it gives it a little bit of extra support right there where the spout is at. I started my timer on my cell phone right before the first pour. You're gonna let this coffee bloom for about 45 seconds. All right, it's time for our second pour. This is when it gets really fun. You're gonna start out doing 320 grams of water in circular motions, as you can see I'm doing here. Then you bring the stream to center, watch your scale, and complete another 120 grams of water. And here I'm dialing it in to make a total of 420 grams of water, which is a 14:1 brewing ratio with my 30 grams of coffee. Now remember, coffee is 100% customizable. I used a 14:1 ratio on this because I love how these beans taste at that flavor profile. If you want to use a 15:1 ratio or a 16:1 ratio, go right ahead. All right, that's enough talking. I'm gonna cue the music and let you sit back and watch this coffee brew. Let's turn up the vibes. Alright, if you've been watching your timer, the coffee should be done right at about 4 minutes. Now you can take your filter out, go throw it in the trash, and let's get ready to pour this. I like to swirl around the coffee a little bit and aerate it. Alright, go ahead and pour your coffee and get ready to taste how amazing this coffee is going to be.